afternoon. So I wanted to come live and talk to you about something that has been brought up a lot with me, something that I can relate with, and something that I've actually noticed a lot in myself in the past couple weeks. Wherever you're from, when you're tuning in, if you're listening live, awesome, let me know where you're from. If you're listening to the replay, post replay below and tell us where you're from. So my love for coffee. Okay. I think my love for coffee is now a love. I think before it was a dependence. So before I started this whole like work out from home, eat better lifestyle, I literally would go to the gym. I would get a coffee from Starbucks with 5 shots of espresso, guys, in a cup like this. Okay, that was in the morning. Then I would get another one in the afternoon before I picked up my daughter, who at that time was in kindergarten. Then I would get another around like 2, 3 o'clock, because it started around, like, you know how they have those things, Starbucks has this thing like sometimes where you get free coffee or a discount or more stars if you're a gold member, if you buy a coffee after 2, and I took that as a challenge, like, alright, like, I need it anyway, because I would literally crash and burn, and coffee helped me survive. Coffee helped me survive becoming a mother. Like, I depended on it. It wasn't really a love for coffee. It was a love for the fact that it kept me functioning. So I stopped that. Okay, like 3 of these a day was a little much. And like my husband used to be like, I have no idea how you're not going into heart failure right now. So I stopped. When I started eating better and adding more like greens to my diet and more natural superfoods, and it made me feel better. Like, I didn't crash and burn. And when you're having, alright, so depending on how many coffees you have a day, but when you have 3 of these size coffees a day, it's like crash and burn. Your brain is fogged. You're like, I didn't feel jittery then, but I had brain fog, and I would crash and burn. Like, I would have a like, go, boom. Go, boom. So, who's on? Nicole, are you on? Hi, Nicole. Who else? I can't swipe left because, like, the whole driving thing, it's probably against the law. But who's on? Tell me who's here. I see people. I see that there are people. But yeah, so I love coffee. I have no like issue with coffee. I won't drink it black. Like, it has to have some sort of like flavor in it. But anyway, so I stopped the 3 of these a day. 3 of these. These are huge, okay? And we're talking 4 to 5 shots of espresso each time. And then I was approached about like eating better and adding superfoods to my daily routine. And I was like, yeah, right. Like, seriously, that's not gonna work. And I really didn't think it was gonna work. I will tell you straight up, like, I wanted to try it, but I didn't want to try it, and I had every intention, like, if this doesn't work, I am sending it back. I never sent it back. So, because it gave me energy. I would get sick. I tried to keep up with my, like, dependency on coffee, like, because at that time it became a habit. I just went and got coffee, and at those times a day, and because there was one in every Target, there was one on it, like, and I went to Target a lot back then, so there was one on every corner. So in my eyes, so I went and I got it. And like I said, those like earn free stars, blah, blah, blah. I saw that as a challenge. I was like, yeah, sure. Give me free stars for a coffee that I need anyway to function until 6 o'clock and these children go to bed. So when I started drinking Shakeology and the superfoods and the dense nutrition and blah, 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 I continued to go to Starbucks, and I continued to go there every day. Same routine, same, like, out of habit. And I was getting, like, sick. Not, like, throw up sick, but I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. And I would get, like, the jitters. And so then it was kind of nauseous, actually. And I'd probably crap my brains out a couple times. But I kind of, like, scaled it back a little bit and stopped going as much and realized that I didn't need it anymore. So I stopped the afternoon one, and then I stopped the mid-afternoon one, and then I just got one in the morning because I liked the taste, but I didn't get like ginormous, and I didn't get like 7,000 shots of espresso. So I only got one, and I felt better. I was fine. I didn't feel sick. Then I just stopped drinking them all together because I did some crazy 21-day like no sugar, no coffee baloney, right? So I didn't really need it. Then I started adding just espresso to my shake, just a couple shots, and I loved it. So here's my point, or my moral of the story. So I thought I loved it, but I was really dependent on it to like function as a mother and a human. So now, in the past couple weeks, since like before school started, again, going to Target, there's one in every friggin' Target I go to, there's one by the outlets I go to, there's one, they're everywhere, okay? So while we were out shopping, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get myself a coffee. You know what, I'm gonna get myself a coffee. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, last week I was like, oh, I'm feeling ass. And I did. I felt awful and jittery and brain fog, and I figured it out. It took me a couple days, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been having like 700 shots of espresso in a day just because it's habit, just because it was there, just because I was going to Target and I was like, I want a coffee. I want a coffee. It started to become, habit again, to get in that routine. So I stopped for like 3 days since Sunday. So 4 days I didn't have one, and I felt so much better. Like, I didn't shit my brains out. I feel amazing, and I'm not jittery. Like, the brain fog went away. I just had to flush it out with water and work out. But that's a lot. Like, so we depend on coffee. Have you ever seen the Starbucks line? Holy crap. We depend on coffee. I went to the airport when we were flying back home from Wisconsin, and there was we had a layover, and it was like an hour and 15 minutes or something. Like, I stood in line for 25 minutes. I stood in line for 25 minutes for a coffee, and I walked away because I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not waiting this long. So we depend on coffee. So here is my challenge to you. Now, I did buy one today. Whatever. I bought one today. Smaller. I bought a small. I actually went in there for kale chips, and they didn't have any. So kale chips are amazing. The ones that Starbucks sell are amazing. I went in there for kale chips and got a coffee too. Whatever. But I've been off of it for 4 days. I haven't had 3 freaking coffees in 4 days. Like, I used to live off of that. Do you know how much money that is? Like, they're $8 a piece now. $8? They were like $7 when I started. So anyway, now I drink Shakeology, and I don't need that coffee, and I actually save myself money because it's $4 a day versus $7, and $7, which is what, $21? $21. That's insane. If you think about it. So how many times do you go to Dunkin' Donuts or whatever your favorite coffee shop is? How many coffees do you get a day? How many times do you sit through the drive-thru? So wouldn't you rather have something that not only gives you energy that's sustainable for the days, like, it's sustainable energy, it's not crash and burn energy. Wouldn't you rather something that gives you that, but also gives you other health benefits? Like, so many people no longer have headaches. So many people no longer have IBS. So many people actually poop on a regular basis. So many people have I like to poop on a regular basis, and if I don't, I am grouchy. So many people, like headaches. So there's way more to what is being offered in the alternative. And I'm not saying you have to quit coffee. Like, coffee, people love their coffee, and I get that. I totally understand. But like 3, 4, 5 cups a day, that's crazy. So I challenge you, and I'm putting together kits, and I challenge you to try our cafe latte for 7 days. 7 days. It'll taste like coffee. If you don't like the taste of coffee, you just get it because you like the effects, then we'll figure out a different formula for you. We'll figure out a different flavor. But I challenge you to try the superfoods, and for just 7 days. There's no commitment. I send you the box. 7 days. 7 days. That's it. And you can try and see if you like it. And let's see if you poop better. Let's see if you start feeling a difference. Let's see if you no longer need 5 cups of coffee a day. It's no longer about the love of coffee. It's about the dependence of coffee. And our body is so depleted of dense nutrition because of the way our society is and how we're always on the go, that we need that coffee to survive, and that's how we feel. But then we deal with the crash and burn. Wouldn't you rather not have the crash after like the go, go, go energy? I'd rather have sustainable energy that helps me feel better, that helps me poop regularly, that helps with my headaches, PMS, IBS, whatever, right? Much rather that. So if you're a lover of coffee, or at this point, if you are dependent on coffee, like, for example, my husband drank like 3 a day. Actually, he didn't even drink them all. He would get them and then would drink half of them, but he would get 2 to 3. And he started drinking the cafe latte, which tastes like coffee. The other day, we ran out of cafe latte, and he won't drink my chocolate because he thinks it's bogus. And he's not a chocolate lover. I'm a chocolate lover. He's more of like strawberry, Skittle, blah. So he had a coffee because it's part of his routine, and he's like, it was disgusting. I didn't even like it. It didn't even taste right. So things change. Your body we become so dependent on the energy, because of how fast-paced our society is, and we're like go, 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 right? Like, I never started drinking 3 cups of coffee. I started with 1, and then I had children, and then I needed more, and it had a lot, right? We need to function. We need to function properly, but coffee doesn't give you the health benefits that I know that this can give you. So I'm putting together like packets for everybody, and I'm putting together a challenge, and I challenge you to try 7 days worth of superfoods and see the health benefits that coffee doesn't give you, and maybe save yourself some money. I saved myself $21 a day. That's crazy. You could do the same thing. Have a good day.